Hey everyone, welcome to Zoology with Will. Today we are diving into some viral corn snake TikToks, and trust me when I tell you that some of these are wild. So if you do enjoy this video, please don't be shy, let me know what you think in the comments.
Have you ever seen a snake drinking water before?
Pretty cool to see snakes drink actually, the way they kind of siphon the water in, like using almost like their whole mouth as a straw with that pumping action. And personally, for some reason, I find it really relaxing to watch them do it. Let me know what you think.
What's this hole? Yeah, I'm free. Just a little further. I know stuck. Better luck next time. Hiss hiss.
Never ever let a snake, lizard, any animal whatsoever get into a situation where it could get stuck and where it could hurt itself. That was a really cool kind of threat display the corn snake was doing there, but what I actually like about the video is that down the side of the belly scales you can clearly see that ridge, that angle on their belly, and that's what makes them so good at climbing stuff. That was pretty. It was a very pretty snake. I wouldn't deny it, but if I'm totally honest, palmetto is not my favourite corn snake morph. I don't know, I just like corn snakes that are orange.
When your pet snake doesn't understand what gravity is.
Oh, 他在这，你没事吧？你没事吧 ？Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness, oh my goodness.
Yeah, now, generally on these videos I don't like to say too much, but on that one there, I'm a bit suspicious about that. I'm a bit suspicious about someone putting their snake on the edge of a slippery sofa and not realising it's going to fall on the floor. It just makes you wonder what people will do for views now. So that was my favourite corn snake morph. I mean, it's not really a morph, it was an Okiti. Okiti is a locality, and if I remember correctly, it was originally found near to some country club in North Carolina, and that county or that area has like those amazing contrasting blacks and oranges in the colour. I mean, for me, that is my favourite corn snake locality or morph or whatever of all time. But let me know what you think in the comments.
So I believe, I can't tell yet because black light and everything, but that is a little fluorescent corn snake up this palm tree. So we will pull him down and check him out. Cool, yeah, we managed to get him down. I'll go grab the regular flashlight and see what he actually looks like. Alright, and here he is. He is a really pretty, nice bright red. Yeah, I'm going to say corn snake. This is the first actual corn snake I've found. We don't have them too commonly up in Kentucky, at least my part of Kentucky. But yeah, we'll go let him go. Alright, and caught him in a tree and we'll send him back in some bushes. Beautiful, beautiful little corn snake. And there he goes.
Definitely agree with what he said about there not being many corn snakes in Kentucky. I think in the whole state there's maybe 8 or 9 counties where they've got corn snakes. But it was cool to see it up a tree as well, because that just shows how good they are at climbing. I mean, there's debate about whether some species of snakes are semi-arboreal or not, and I think with corn snakes there's no debate. They are definitely semi-arboreal.
We made a mistake, and it looks like we're not going to see any baby corn snakes this year. After brood mating, I started warming up and feeding Mr. and Mrs. Torrance again to get them ready for breeding. At first, they didn't show any interest, but after a few pairings, they started showing some interest, and it looks like they even attempted to lock a few times. I spoke with some other experienced breeders, and they all agreed that I was doing everything right. So I decided to probe the snakes. Probing is one of, if not the most accurate way to identify whether a snake is male or female. It involves gently inserting a probe into the snake's cloaca. If the probe goes further than 3 scales, it's a male. If it goes less, it's a female. So after probing, I discovered I didn't have Mr. and Mrs. Torrance, I had Mr. and Mr. Torrance. Which unfortunately is not going to work out for breeding. I should have probed them before I started pairing them, but I got them from a friend who's a very experienced breeder, so I had no reason to not believe that they were a male and female pair. But baby snakes are sometimes hard to identify and mistakes are made. We'll just have to go out and find ourselves a nice female corn snake. I'll keep you all updated on what I find.
Yep, that happens sometimes. Even if you get them from good breeders, that's part of breeding. To me, when they were attempting to lock as well, they did look very much like they were pushing each other, and it did look a little bit more like combat to me, so I really wasn't surprised afterwards when he said it turned out to be 2 males. That was really cool. I'd say corn snakes are probably one of the easiest, most fun snakes to breed. Their eggs are really forgiving as well. I've even known people that have put them in like a warm cupboard next to the boiler system and stuff like that, and they still hatch. I mean, they're just the best pet snake all round, possibly, and the best to breed as well, I'd say.
Oh my god. This is Rodney, my male albino corn snake. If you want to get a corn snake, this is what you have to deal with when they hit about 5 or 6. He's now a mature male, and he's constantly on one. My females are a lot calmer, but Rodney is a handful. He's not even fully grown yet. He's quite small. He escaped for like 9 months, so obviously had issues. Oh my god, Rodney. He's the most difficult corn snake I own. I have, oh my days, 3 of them. Oh, and they will poo on you. Oh my god. You are hard work, mate. Yes, you are very hard work. I know.
I'm not even sure where to start with that one. I've never had a corn snake take 6 years to reach maturity. I've never had a male that was that difficult to handle either. They can get annoyed during breeding season. We're more frustrated more than anything. I don't know. Yeah, that was a weird video. I've had one female that was very viv defensive. That was a rescue. And even she was fine when you got her out. So yeah, that's just unusual stuff.
Did you know that many snakes actually eat birds? This is one of my most food aggressive snakes. It's my corn snake called Pretzel. And from the research I found, corn snakes eat about 50% birds in the wild. And that's why I like to vary the food for my snakes. The chicken in this video has been humanely put down weeks before this feeding, just like the chickens in the grocery store. Make sure to follow so you don't miss the next feeding.
Everyone and everything loves chicken. It's true. But the only thing with corn snakes is obviously until they reach a certain size, they're too small to swallow a chick, so you just can't add it into the diet. But yeah, they will. They like them. So that snake, it looked a lot like it was swimming, right? A lot of the way snakes move, they have these different movements. They've got rectilinear movement, they've got concertina movement, and then what it was essentially doing there was swimming, basically. So a lot of their movements are a reaction rather than a thought out process. So it feels that it's trying to move against something that's not giving resistance, and that produces a swimming movement just like as if it was in water. It probably will stress the snake out after a while, so it's interesting to see, but maybe not do it for too long. Yep, there's that belly ridge I was talking about earlier in action. Corn snakes are excellent climbers. It's not uncommon to see them in the top of a tree, if you can spot them.
Corn snakes are social, harmless snakes. They get their name from their checkered belly pattern.
Yeah, they are harmless snakes. But I think the whole idea of keeping them together is another controversial subject. So let me know what you think about that in the comments. I'm not sure about that one.
Look at that. We got ourselves a Miami face corn.
It's getting too close to my face.
Road cruising down in South Florida, and we got him.
It's getting too close to my face.
Look at the colors on this guy. He's not been aggressive at all.
Road cruising for corn snakes is a pretty effective way to spot them. Last corn snake I saw in the wild was in Collier County, Florida. It was a really nice orange one. Something I find cool about corn snakes, as you see a lot of these videos, people are finding them at night, but what I find cool about them is that they are typical rat snakes in that when the weather's hot, they'll come out at night. If it's too cool, they'll come out more during the day, and often, generally, you'll see them both at dusk, dawn, and the middle of the night. So they are mostly nocturnal and crepuscular, but they can be cathemeral, so they can just be active whenever they need to be. They're the ultimate survivor. I've hated reptile carpet from the first time I saw it. Even when I was a little kid, I knew that reptile carpet was an absolutely crap product, and I still don't like it. On that list, I'd say I pretty much agree with all of it. But again, let me know what you think in the comments. Anyway, there's another video done. I hope you enjoyed it. It was just a fun one for today. I didn't want to do anything too scientific, just hopefully a relaxing one. So, as always, please do like, subscribe, comment, and share, and let me know what you think. Thanks.